Okay, here we go. Chapter 13. And as usual with this series, I'm recording this right before I need to upload it. God damn, that's loud. That is very loud. I might have to turn that down, but I'm lazy, so I'll just have to deal with it. Anyway, hello everybody, welcome back to The Sun Shines Over Us, and as always, I'm recording this video right before I'm supposed to upload it. It is currently 7 p.m. on the 30th, and this video is supposed to be uploaded at 8 a.m. on the 31st. So not only am I recording this the same moment I'm supposed to be editing it, but I'm also supposed to be uploading it right now. So yeah, I'm a fucking idiot. But that also means that you guys are going to get a good video on Monday, which unfortunately, spoilers, won't be Minecraft. It's not ready yet. I'm still working on it. Not editing it. I'm very lazy with that, but even still, that's not the problem. Editing is not the problem. I just haven't recorded anything, if that makes sense. It's a big project, so basically I'm just recording a lot of building, but there isn't a lot of time for me to comment. So that's why it's taking so long. It's just a big project. Which, again, spoilers, but let's be honest, who's watching this? Who the hell is watching this? One person watched, no, 9. Somewhere around that number people are watching this, but not enough to make this a national sensation about spoilers or anything like that. So yeah, just to be clear. The last conversation I had with Miss Jasmine made me keep thinking about it. Maybe I'm suitable to take care of others, but I personally have no idea how to be a nurse. I also don't have any family or relatives that work as a nurse who I can ask. Maybe I can look for it on the internet, huh? I grab my phone and open the browser. How to be a nurse. I type it into the search bar. Dozens of articles pop up. I chose the topmost article from the results. To become a nurse, you'll have to enter nursing academy first. The academy is different from university. There you will be taught how to treat patients and procedures in accordance to Indonesian health standards. So we are in Indonesia. Nursing academy, huh? Will I be able to enter it? Is the test hard? I'll keep looking. I quickly type how hard is it to enter the nursing academy in the search bar. Jesus. The level of difficulty in entering the nursing academy depends on its accreditations along with the number of applicants. The more prospective the future is for the students interested in applying, the harder it'll be. Makes sense. Some academies directly prepare for the nurse certification exam required to work as a nurse, while some do not. Huh? There's a certification test? If I graduate from the academy but don't pass the certification test, then what's next? Becoming a nurse is not as easy as I thought. No, there's literally lives in their hands, so, they need to have a certification test, as well as the knowledge to do their job, so. Makes a lot of sense. The more articles I read about nurses, the more I get confused and worried. You're basically just overwhelming yourself at that point. It's easier to jump into something new, but with beginner knowledge. Like, if you're learning how to play games for the first time, it's better to learn how to use the controller and all the things to play the game before you jump into one. To use Minecraft as an example, it is a very big open world source play game. And if you watch Rebecca Perrin's video on Minecraft, she really explains it very well. The game basically tells you to punch a tree, and that's it. You're literally left to your own devices at that point. And really the only way you figure things out is by just playing and experimenting. But even then, I knew some people who played Minecraft for years and years and years who kept doing the exact same thing because they thought, oh, this is the right way to do it. When no, there's an easier way to do it that the game just didn't tell you, but it's just a progression thing. And there's some people that didn't even know enchantments were a thing. And thanks to the new crafting book that's in the crafting menu, a lot of people actually figured out, oh, so this is how you make this, and this is how this happens. And eventually, people are now discovering Minecraft for the first time and are actually able to not only complete the game, but become really, really good at it just from opening up the book. And you don't actually have to read a college essay about Minecraft just to learn how to play. And that's the great thing about learning, right? Like, if you basically, if you didn't know a single thing about Minecraft, and I started talking to you about redstone, about building, about binary, and all of this nonsense shit, about the Ender Dragon, the Wither, the Ancient City, the lore, then it would probably drive people away because they'd think it's way too overwhelming and they wouldn't know where to start. When really, when it comes to learning, and especially when it comes to Minecraft, the whole point is to just explore and to figure things out yourself, and you don't really need a set guide to do things yourself. You can go at your own pace. You can do whatever it is you need to do. And in Minecraft's case, it's literal. You can do whatever you want at your own pace. There's no mission tab. There's no quest tab. Hell, the village doesn't even give you anything apart from villager trades. There isn't a single conversation to be had in Minecraft. Everything you do is learning after learning after learning, trial and error, all of that. And it's the same thing with basic learning and academies and stuff like that. It's exactly the same. But there is a set path you can take, and there are certain curriculums you have to take, but at the end of the day, you can go at your own pace. Like, you can go to a college class, take notes, you can learn at your own pace, and you can do whatever it is you need to do. It's the exact same. But if you keep going through articles and articles about how difficult it'll be, all the things you need to do, then you're going to quickly overwhelm yourself. And it's better to just not only gather information, yes, that's a good thing to do, but definitely not in big chunks, and definitely not overwhelm yourself, because then it's just going to demotivate you to actually do it. Because instead it'll make it seem like a giant mountain to climb, when really it's just one hill after another that you have to keep overcoming. It's basically just about perspective. When you see the goal, at first you're always going to see it at the top of Mount Everest. It's going to be so unreachable that you won't even think that you'll make it. But by the time you start climbing that mountain and start chipping away at it, you'll realize that it gets closer and closer, and that Mount Everest is really just a couple of small steps away. And really, you were just on the ground looking up, or something like that, if you understand what I'm trying to say. And it's really just all about whether or not you yourself are ready, or not whether you're ready, but whether... I'm not good with this. It really just depends on what you want to do and how much you want to do it. Because at the end of the day, you can climb Mount Everest, but if you do it for yourself, it'll feel so good. But if you do it for everybody else, it won't mean shit. Do things for yourself, not because other people tell you to. And don't do it just because it makes you look cool. It just makes you look miserable. Regardless, let's keep reading this. I think I just went off on a tangent 8 minutes into the video. I also found several articles about how nurses often work overtime and how exhausted being one is. Well, yeah, all work is exhausting, but if you put time and effort into something, obviously you're going to be even more exhausted. It's the same thing with Minecraft. If you put a lot of time and effort into it, your back's going to kill you, and it's going to be annoying to sit down, but eventually you'll have a pretty good build, or really good redstone project, or hell, you'll just have a bunch of diamonds. I don't know. Everybody plays differently. But if you take breaks, the progress is still the same, it's just extended. I guess I'll have to do a lot of editing for this, but basically, progress shouldn't be measured in how much time it takes to get from point A to point B. Progress should be measured in how much you get done each session, right? Every time I play Minecraft, I don't put a timer, I don't do anything. I literally just sit down and play for however long I do. Sometimes I do it in classes, sometimes I do it in between classes, which is why I struggle to record, because I don't have a microphone and I'm not about to record in a public setting. But with the replay mod, at least whenever I'm building, I can still show what I'm doing, and that creates progress. Maybe it's small, maybe it's a lot, but either way, it's still progress. And because I don't have a timer, I can do a lot in one session, but very little in another. But it's still building progress. However, if you spend hours and hours behind the desk and just keep going at it on one session, yeah, you'll get a lot of progress done. But it'll be that much longer till your next session, because you're going to be recovering for a long time. So at the end of the day, the progression will always be the same. You just have to really maximize the amount of progress you want to do for each session and how often you want progress to be done. Because because here's the thing, even though progress on both of these lines will be the same and can be the same, it depends on you how long in between that progress is going to take. And I don't know how well I'm going to edit this video to show what I'm trying to talk about, but even still, it's really good to not only know yourself enough to know how much work you want to put in, but it's also good to know yourself how much work you're able to put in. Because you could care so much about being a doctor, so much about being a writer, so much about being an animator, but if you pour hours and hours and hours into working, you're going to overdrive yourself to the point of burnout. And all that does is create a recovery period that'll not only take away from your motivation, take away from your momentum, but it'll also take away from your love of the craft. Because if doing something so much to the point where you're hurting yourself by exhausting yourself, literally hurting yourself by drawing over and over and getting cramps all the time, or writing and getting carpal tunnel, it's the exact same thing. It'll hurt your craft. And so long as you actually like logically spread out, like even there it is, if you evenly spread out your time and your effort, you can still keep your motivation, but keep it for longer. It's like running a marathon. You have to conserve energy so that way you can make it to the long run instead of going all out all the time, because all you're going to do is just end up exhausted. Being a nurse, if you genuinely care about helping other people, you can help so many people as a nurse. Like, you don't have to be a doctor, you don't have to be a policeman, you just have to be willing to care. And Mentity's case, obviously being a nurse is something that she wants to do. Now, she could work super hard and overextend herself, but it'll cause damage to her patient, to the patient she's caring for, because she's going to be exhausted, she's not going to be working at 100% capacity. But if she works at a certain capacity every single time and puts 100% into each individual patient, she will be making those patients' lives 100 times better. And yes, she's still working, but it'll have 10 times the more effect. And it'll also help her keep working in the long run. So if you guys are working towards a goal and you want it to succeed, plan shit out. Don't go hard, don't go all the way right away. You want to extend yourself over time. If you have a goal to make it to, let's say, 100 subscribers, work towards it. And upload videos, be entertaining, do whatever it is you need to do. But don't overextend yourself. Because at that point, you get it, and you're super happy, but you don't have the energy to enjoy it. And the goal about making it to your goal is to enjoy it. Because you fucking earned it. And I just went on a long-ass tangent again, so let's get back to this game. And I think I might have reflected there a bit. My bad. Some also discussed how nurses are being belittled and receiving unpleasant treatment from patients. Here's the thing. Being a parent is a thankless job. Being a nurse, a teacher, is basically being a parent, but you're being paid and belittled by adults. And kids all the same. Being a doctor is somebody who has to go into the trenches and put their entire career on the line, get paid, but literally has lives in their hands. Every job is a thankless job. You think the game developers that made God of War are getting the praise they deserve? They have their names in the credits. But you don't see them on game reviews. You don't see them on anything. The directors of movies, they're there in interviews. The actors, they're there. But the guys on set, the costume designers, they're basically only in the special features. There's a lot of people that work twice as hard as most other people, and 3 times as hard, more so, and work on so many different things that to make these projects not just stand on their own, but stand above others. And they go above and beyond to make sure that their job is as 100% as possible. And they still don't get the credit they deserve. Writer's strike is a good example. Without their hard work and labor, we wouldn't have the amazing stories we had now. And that's just one example. There's a lot of people that don't get the recognition they deserve, but that's just life. A lot of the time, it's just people doing 100% at their job and still not being recognized. But, you know, when the next game comes out, everybody's like, oh my god, PlayStation did it again. Good job, PlayStation. No. Good job, PlayStation, but good job to the hardworking game developers, animators, and 3D modelers and rig people that worked on the rigs, the programmers, the lighting, the rendering, hell, the computer power, people who made the computers, people who discovered oxygen. Maybe we're going a little too far. But everybody on that game deserves just as much credit as PlayStation. Can I deal with that? That's a ring. A message from Kirana. It rings again. It's Aditya now. What is Aditya doing texting me this late? He's asking you out, girl. From these two messages, who should I reply to first? Okay, first of all, bros before hoes. I can't believe I'm calling Aditya a hoe. Anyway, I would personally respond to my best friend first, not my crush. And I say crush with heavy quotation marks. Because, here's the thing. We don't know what the fuck's gonna happen in this story. We don't know if they're gonna end up together. Probably. They probably will. Let's respond to Kirana first. I open the message from Kirana. I'm bored. I don't know what to do. It seems like Kirana needs a friend. I should reply to her. Just browsing the internet on how to be a nurse. Turns out it's hard. Oh, yeah? Aditya said you have to go to an academy and then take a certification exam. Yeah, I'm worried that I can't get into the academy or I'll fail the certification exam. No, Mentity, you're smart. You're definitely going to be able to answer. That is true. Don't doubt yourself. If you do doubt yourself, you can always work harder to extend your skills. If you doubt your strength, exercise. If you doubt your brain, read a book. If you doubt your dexterity, run a marathon. But at the end of the day, if you keep underestimating yourself when you're still 10 times higher leveled than everybody else in the room around you, trust me, you'll be fine. But there are also articles that say that nurses hard work and often work overtime. That I didn't know. You better ask Aditya. She's right. I should ask Aditya. Just text him. He's usually still up at this time. You'll feel better. Heh. I quickly opened Aditya's text. Are you asleep? What are you doing now? I didn't expect Aditya would text like this. I should reply anyway. Not yet. I just browsed the net on how to be a nurse. My phone quickly rings after I replied. Oh yeah? What did you find? I learned about nursing academy and certification exam and the fact that many nurses work overtime and are tired. Many complain about these. Yeah, it's sad that nurses are still underestimated and still get treated badly. Wasn't there like a nurse strike at some point? So that way they could get fair wages or something like that? I should 100% remember this, but I do not. Wow. I'm pretty sure it did happen. If it did happen, there'll be a yes on screen. If it didn't happen, then there'll be a no. But I'm pretty sure it's yes. I don't think I can do it, Dip. It sounds very tiring being a nurse after reading those articles on the internet. If you're talking about how tiring it is, every job profession has its cons. You need to adjust to those. Aditya's not wrong, though. All professions have their own downside. Yeah, there you go. I'm getting scared. Maybe I'm not able to work at all. Just reading other people's experiences makes me feel uncomfortable. Well, yeah, that's the thing. When you learn about other people's experiences, you tend to vicariously experience them as well. So you immediately just don't want to go through that. But at the end of the day, it's just one person's experience. But it's still nothing to dismiss. It's still something to be aware of. My phone rings again. I haven't had a chance to reply to Aditya yet. Are you free on the weekend? Weekend? I'm not doing anything, though. But why did he ask? I'm free, what's up? I want to take you somewhere so you can see what a real nurse is like. We're going to the hospital? Not the hospital. You'll see, I'll pick you up at Saturday 10 a.m. Huh? Where's he taking me? Hey, I'm going to bed, bye! Wait, I haven't even said anything. I quickly checked the calendar. Saturday is... tomorrow? That means I have to get up early to get ready. I need to tell Dad, too. Everything is so sudden with this guy. Oh well. It's late. I better get some sleep. I think I put a little bit too much energy into that. Still funny though. Still funny. Still funny. I wake up feeling refreshed. Seems I had good. Seems I had good sleep. Okay, okay. If you hear my voice crack a lot and it's already sore, it's because I had to record some lines for. I know, spoilers. Sue me. Just don't quiet down the music on my behalf. But I was recording lines for something. You'll see on Monday. New type of editing style. Let me just say, I felt like Alpharad. I quickly grabbed my phone. 9 o'clock a.m. That's still early. I personally wake up at 6 for some stuff, but at the latest I wake up at 8. If you ask why, it's just it's a me thing. I literally have so much trouble sleeping, I either wake up late as hell, or I just don't sleep and I just get up early. And then I go to sleep early and then I wake up early anyway, so. That's just the me thing. Unless I'm really, really tired and then I just oversleep the fuck. And then I just, fuck on my sleep schedule, which basically equates to no sleep. Yeah, that's just me. Eh? What? It's 9 already? Bro, imagine waking up, going like, what a nice day. And then hearing upstairs in your daughter or child's room, it's 9 already? Like, the fuck? Oh, look at that, it is 9. What are you so scared about? Jump from the bed and leave my room. Morning, sweetheart. Dad smiles at me and he sips his coffee. Seemed like he's currently watching the morning news. Dad, why didn't you wake me up? You were sleeping soundly. After all, it's Saturday. Oh no. What's the matter, sweetheart? Do you have any plans this morning? Or do you need to go to school? It's just Aditya asked me to go out with him. I think you should phrase that better. Dude thinks you're going on a date. No wonder. Go on, get ready then. If Aditya comes, I'll talk to him first. Can I make it though? What time will he be here? 10. You still have an hour. Go take a shower. Wear something nice. Your first date, right? Yeah, thought so. It's not a date, Dad. Oh, what's it called now? We just want to hang out. Okay, then. Go on, shower now. You can't tell me that these two aren't endgame, alright? You can't tell me. They're 100% endgame. I walk back into my room with my face red. Can't believe Dad just teased me like that. I felt pretty annoyed as I walk into the shower. Fresh after a shower, I open my wardrobe. Here's the thing. There's robe and then there's wardrobe. You know what we call a wardrobe here in America? Yeah, I thought so. So a wardrobe in America is called a closet. So, here... You want to know the irony, though? I call my closet a closet, but I call my drawers my wardrobe. Because it's what holds my clothes. So... Even though here in America nobody gives a shit because they don't know the difference, I'm pretty sure if I went to the UK and say, hey, that's a nice wardrobe because I like whatever style you got, they're probably going to look at me like, thanks. But that isn't a wardrobe, that's a drawer. No, wait, that's a... Fuck, I don't think that's what it's called. Regardless, yeah, in America, we do not have wardrobes. We have fucking closets. In Mexico, I'm pretty sure there's wardrobes. Nope, they're still closets. But they're more... Nope, they're still closets and 50% wardrobe. I don't know. I haven't been in a while. If I think about it, I've never gone out with a friend besides Kirana. My voice is already starting to die on me. What should I wear? I should have prepared this outfit yesterday so I didn't have to rush like this. Please, come in! I heard Dad's voice outside my room. Looks like Aditya just arrived. Shoot! I haven't even finished choosing the outfit yet. Oh well, I'll choose the one I usually wear when I go out with Kirana. I put on my clothes and comb my hair in a rush. That's not a bad outfit. It looks okay. Man City, Aditya's already here. Dad already called me. Just a minute. I take my small bag and purse. There's two bags. A small bag and purse. That's 2 bags. I personally don't carry around a purse, but I do carry around a bag. And on rare occasions, a backpack and a bag. So I don't understand this. I understand it. Like, I understand the hassle to keeping up with a purse, or I don't know if I just outed myself or not. I do carry around a bag. I do carry around a backpack on occasion with my bag. And while I personally do not know the struggle of keeping up with a purse, specifically, there is a struggle with keeping up with the bag and the backpack. 2 bags total. So, don't know why well, you don't even know where you're going, so I do understand why you're taking 2 things. But you also don't know where you're going, so why are you taking 2 things? After that, I leave my room. My throat is so sore. When I get to the living room, I can see Dad chatting with Aditya. You look fresh as hell. Thank you for being Mensity's friend. No problem, sir. I also thank you for allowing me to be here. Dit, sorry to make you wait so long. Aditya and Dad immediately turn towards me. Look, here she is. It's nothing, Mentity. What's the matter, Aditya? Nothing. I'll take Mentity out today, if you don't mind, sir. To the place you told me earlier, right? Right, sir. Very well, then. Let's go, Mentity. I nod. It seems Aditya already told Dad about our destination. As he should. No offense to any guy or gal who is taking their significant other or just a friend out somewhere. It's a pretty good idea if you're surprising your friend to at least tell the parent, as to not, hey, if something happens, I do need to know where to find you. Or where to send the Terminator in case something happens, but you know what I'm saying. It's always better to tell at least the parent, instead of just leaving both parties in the dark. But he still tries to hide it from me. Wherever we'll end up later, I trust Aditya's decision. Since both of you are taking a taxi cab, be careful, okay? Aditya, I'll leave Mentity to you. Dude's protected us once before. He's got my confidence. Yes, sir. It's time to make Daddy proud. Yes, sir. I could not have been more clearly talking to the dog. We should go now. Adios. Aditya and I leave the house. Dad walks us to the gate. We're taking the city bus again. Is that okay with you? I nodded at Aditya. If I have to go alone, I might not dare to do it, especially because of what happened that time on the bus. But with Aditya by my side, I'm more confident. It's alright. Okay. Aditya and I walk side. Yes, we walk side. We walk outside the residential complex until we reach the main road. As if he's used to visiting my home, Aditya swiftly guides me to the nearest city bus stop. We'll grab the we'll grab the bus from there. Oh, wait, hang on. I just nod my head repeatedly. But once in a while on the road I ask, where are we going, Dad? Every time I ask, Aditya just smiles and chuckles. It's a secret. We didn't wait for too long for the bus to arrive. The bus looks pretty full. Probably because a lot of people want to go out of town, too. Let's go. Then we got on the bus. Aditya puts his arm around my shoulders so I don't bump into the other passengers. But it's a little embarrassing to be treated like this. But I understand Aditya's good intentions. See? Yeah, he wants to protect me. There you go. He has my confidence. He's already been a real gentleman before. So, and a real gentleman afterwards. And dude has feels. So, that feels and sounds wrong. But what I meant by feels is dude got sentimentos. He got feelings. He got a little bit of, he got vulnerability. And that makes me trust him. I like Aditya. I would trust him. I understand. His face shows a glimpse of worry. Maybe he doesn't want bad things to happen like they did before on the bus. If anything, just tell me. I nod as I look around, looks safe. Nobody looks suspicious, or should I be concerned since there's nothing suspicious? Actually, I want to keep our destination a secret, but Aditya smiles, looks like he can't hold back anymore. I can't stand it if I don't tell you. My guess was right. So where are we going? Near my house, where my grandma used to visit. A place where your grandma used to visit. Where do grandmas usually visit, though? That is a very good question. Just trust me on this. He seems really happy. I can only smile seeing him like this. Aditya sometimes seems like a little kid. Totally different from his responsible vibes he gives off at school. Seeing Aditya outside of school, I feel like I can see him being more free and expressive. What's wrong? Nothing. It's just funny seeing you like this, Aditya. What's so funny? I'm acting normal. But you're funny because, as I speak, the corner of my eye catches a hand slowly approaching Aditya's pocket. The hand trembles as it grabs Aditya's wallet. Ooh, pickpocket. Let's catch his hand. Well, because we about to be throwing some. Seeing what's happening in front of me, I quickly pulled the pickpocket's hand away. Not so fast. All of the passengers immediately looked at me. Aditya soon realizes that his wallet is gone from his pocket. Hey! Aditya takes his wallet back from the thief's hands. Thief! Hey, you have no shame, huh? The whole bus stares at the thief and shouts at him. The thief's face his face blushes in embarrassment as he runs out the bus door and forces the door to open as he gets to get out. I don't know why I did that. The bus driver screams at the thief to stop, but the door opens and he quickly jumps off. What the heck? A thief? You alright? A woman asks Aditya. Several other passengers are whispering too. I'm fine. I've taken my wallet back. The entire bus suddenly goes quiet. Some of the ladies start grumbling while Aditya just smiles. Thank you, Anthony. If you hadn't realized, maybe my wallet would be gone. Yeah, and I have a feeling that if I didn't grab his hand, he would probably just immediately put it in his pocket like, hey, this is my wallet. And even though Aditya seems old enough to be carrying an ID around in his wallet, you really can't risk it, because if there's no identification in your wallet, it's he said, they said, and it's always better to just grab the perpetrator and go, hey, wait, that's mine. Good bus, though. We protected him this time, though. That's cool. I smile a little. I also feel relieved that the thief didn't get Aditya's wallet. You're welcome, Dip. Oh, here we go. What's wrong? It's our stop. I look towards the front of the bus. There's a bus stop with a crowd of people. In less than 5 minutes, the bus stopped. Let's get off. I nod and follow Aditya from behind. After getting off the bus, Aditya asked me to walk down from the bus stop. Over there. Aditya points to the housing complex sign. There's a housing complex there. But that's where we're going. Is your house in that complex too? No, my house is in the next complex. That one over there. Aditya points to the housing complex sign again across the street. Okay. Without saying a word, Aditya quickly holds my hand while pointing towards our destination. Come, let's cross the road. Aditya takes me to the zebra crossing near the bus stop, then led me across the street. I'm not used to crossing the street alone myself. Dad always drives me everywhere, so I hardly ever cross the street. Aditya gives me a signal to go to his right side because of the scooters and cars were coming from the left. It's a little scary to see speeding cars and scooters when you're trying to cross. It's as if they don't give us a chance to cross. Hey! A speeding scooter passes too closely to Aditya, even though Aditya was already waving his hand signaling to stop or slow down. There are people crossing here. Mind your speed, man. It's rare seeing Aditya this upset. Normally Aditya always looks like kinda gentle. But seeing him more expressive like this somehow makes me more relaxed. This area has a lot of speeding scooters. They don't even give people a chance to cross. It's dangerous. Huh? Why are you smiling like that, Mentity? Nothing. It's just rare seeing you get all mad like this. Well, I'm fine crossing the street on my own, but I'm afraid something might happen to you. Thanks. No worries. Anyway, let's go. Aditya and I continue walking to the housing complex he had pointed to earlier. The atmosphere is quite beautiful and lush with lots of trees. We won't feel the heat of the sun because of the tree shade. I usually do my morning jog here on the weekend. Isn't it cool? Yep. It looks like this complex is indeed comfortable for a morning jog. It's not even hot in the afternoon, let alone in the morning. The air would be pretty cool. There, that's our destination. Oh, my god, I had no idea what that says. Again, it'll probably be somewhere on screen. Probably right here. Or right here. Or maybe over here. Nah, it's probably gonna be right there. The Budki Pekari Foundation Nursing Home. Never mind, it was right there. The nameplate is plastered in front of the building complex that looks quite spacious. From the front of the building, I can see old people strolling around the garden or sitting together on the lawn benches. Nursing home? Yep, this is a nursing home. Why are we going there? I want to introduce someone to you. Aditya takes out his phone from his pocket, but the person hasn't replied yet. So, what now? Let's go inside first. Is it okay for us to just go in like that? I've been here many times. Just relax. Aditya casually opens the fence and goes inside the building complex. Are we about to meet a parent of his that is in a nursing home because they're catatonic or something like that? Or maybe we're gonna... Oh, I think we're gonna have a Mama Coco situation. Probably. A security guard sitting in his post watching TV only glances at Aditya briefly, and then they exchange smiles. Does Aditya really come here often? For what, though? It's gonna be a Coco situation. Calling it right now. Come in. Seeing me confused at the gate, Aditya invites me again to enter. I immediately walk and open the gate. I slowly close the fence again so I don't make a noise that would attract anyone's attention. Even so, the fence is creaked anyway. It looks like the fence's hinges are already rusty. I hope the creaking sound doesn't bother anyone. Excuse me, sir. Aditya exchanges smiles again with the security guard at the post. I just wave my hand as I walk past him. The security guard just nods, as if he already knew me and Aditya were coming. Maybe Aditya told him that he will come with me today. Let's walk around. Are we allowed to? Don't we need a permit or something? It's fine. It's just a nursing home where my grandmother used to visit. Her friends are all here, so I would often come here to pick her up too, or help out. Ah, that explains everything. Maybe not a Mama Coco situation. No wonder the security guard looked casual when we arrived. Let's take a walk around while we wait for the caretaker lady to respond. Caretaker lady? Who is this lady exactly? Come on, let's go to the garden. Aditya points to the garden in the middle of the complex. Some seniors were relaxing around. I follow Aditya, who starts to approach them. Some of the seniors glance at us for a moment and then smile. Oh, it's Aditya. Who are you with, Who are you with, dear? Some of them greet us. Looks like Aditya is very familiar with them. I'm not surprised someone as friendly as Aditya surely can get along with anyone. Miss, let me introduce you to my friend from school, Mentity. Nice to meet you. Oh, is this Aditya's type? What type? A quiet kind of girl. I'm just joking, dear. It feels like more than twice someone has teased us like that. Is Aditya feeling uncomfortable because of this? He always looks embarrassed when someone teases him like that. Should I stand a little further from him so we don't look too close to each other? Anthony's my best friend. BFF. So please stop teasing me like that. Well, I guess that answers my question. Best friend, huh? Speaking of which, where's the caretaker? Senior lady is currently talking with Aditya. Explained that the lady is now helping the doctor who comes for monthly checkups. While occasionally teasing Aditya about his look in my presence, the seniors were happy here sound very happy and excited. I've always thought that nursing homes were always associated with gloomy and lonely atmosphere. For media reports on nursing homes, it seems that the elderly are abandoned by their families and never picked up. But looking at the elderly here, they look happy with their fellow elderly. If that's the case, I'll look for the caretaker, okay? The senior ladies nod in agreement and then wave their hands. That's fine, dear. Go look for the lady. And treat your lady nicely, please. That's how I feel like they would just talk or something. Aditya immediately invites me to walk towards the building near the garden. What do you think? About what? This place. What do you think? With the elderly inside. Cheerful. This nursing home is very cheerful. This is totally not what I had imagined. It's cheerful. It's nothing like what I see on TV about nursing homes. It's good, more lively. Right? This place brings joy to people. It's true, though. This nursing home is not like those that are often shown on media like TV shows or movies. But sadly, that doesn't mean all nursing homes are this good either. There are many nursing homes that don't take care of the elderly properly. There are plenty of elderly people who are abandoned by their families. But if the nursing home is good, the elderly in its care might even be happier than at home. There are many people in nursing homes who are the same age as them, so it's like the grandmothers. They can chat, play, gossip, do things that other seniors understand. It's just like how it's more fun to be with people of the same age. My grandmother is not cared for here, but she often comes here because her friends are here. Since many of them were my grandmother's age, they got along plenty well. When something happened, she came here. Hopefully in the future there will be more good nursing homes like this. I nod. I've been thinking. When my dad is old, would he prefer to go to a nursing home like this or live with me? Maybe I should ask Dad about it later. That's a weird thing to ask. That's a really weird thing to ask. But a good thing to bring up at some point. The sound of the cell phone notifications. This time it's not mine. Aditya immediately reaches into his pocket and smiles widely. Oh, the caretaker has replied. Wait here a moment, yeah? Oh, fuck. She asked me to get something first. I nod. I'm just getting more and more curious about this lady. Who is she? After Aditya left, I walked around the empty alley that's facing the garden. The atmosphere is really good. I've been thinking, would Dad prefer to stay at home or in a nursing home like this? When I grow up, maybe I'll be busy working so I won't have the time to take care of Dad. But if he has to live in a nursing home, I don't have the heart for that. Ouch. There's a whimpering sound from the hall. Ouch, ouch, it hurts. Sounds like an old man is in pain. I immediately jog towards the sound. At the turn of the hall, I saw an old man with a familiar face. He fell and he was in pain. Sir? Huh? You're the one who Ow. Don't move yet, sir. What should I do? I can't possibly be strong enough to carry him. Should I call for help? They must have a daily caretaker taking care of the elderly here. A nurse? There must be a nurse. Or should I call Aditya? I should call Aditya and ask him to bring a nurse here. Which one should I do? Let's call Aditya. If I start looking for a nurse by myself, it probably would have taken longer. I'm not familiar with this place after all. We got that too. It'll add more problems if I got lost. I need to call Aditya quickly. Hold on a little longer, okay? I need to call my friend first. Ouch. I immediately take my phone out and call Aditya. It didn't take long for him to pick up. Aditya is always responsive. What's the matter, Mentity? You're bored or waiting or something? Dude, there's an old man in pain right now. Are you serious? Where is he? At the hallway where you asked me to meet. Where you asked me to... We'll go there now. Before I could respond, Aditya hangs up the phone. Hang on, my friend is on his way and bringing some help. Oh, okay. Oh. When he saw the old man falling on the floor, Aditya immediately helped him straighten his legs. The nurses with Aditya also checked the old man's leg, which seems to be sprained. New character alert! Straighten your legs first. Huh? It's you from that time. Huh? Grandpa? You know him, Dad? Yeah, we met during the school festival. Huh? Is this the lady that Aditya kept mentioning? She's a nurse, huh? Sis. Dr. Tammy is on duty today. We should bring him to the checkup room. Dick, can you carry him there? Sure I can. Oh, sorry, son. It's okay, sir. No need to say sorry. Aditya immediately carries Grandpa on his back. Mentally, can you bring Grandpa's cane and bag, please? Of course. I quickly pick up the Grandpa's cane and bag that had fallen. This lady, huh? How did she know my name? Maybe Aditya told her about me already. But for what? As I walk behind them, I droop and think about it. Maybe Aditya and her are very close. Are they best friends too? But it's uncommon for a grown-up like her to be friends with a teenager around our age. How old is she anyway? She looks young. Why is this the first, million questions that runs through someone's head? Seriously. Do they know each other? How old is she? She looks hot. Why is that the first thing, the first three things that come to the mind? I glance at Aditya's carrying Grandpa. He's taking the old man and her. He seems very happy seeing her. Maybe he likes her? You're okay, Mentity? Huh? I'm fine. What am I thinking? It's not my problem if Aditya likes someone. But it makes sense, though, for Aditya to like a nurse, as he wants to be one himself. Maybe Aditya wants to be a nurse because of her. Dr. Tammy, there's someone with a sprained leg. Without realizing it, we were already in front of the checkup room. A female doctor is currently checking on an elderly started to look toward her and just entered the room. Aditya enters the room while I wait at the door. Many elderly people are waiting on the chairs at the front of the room. It looks like they are waiting on for a routine health check. I glance at the elderlies. They all smile at me. I tried to smile back at them. Oh, it's Aditya's friend. Before they start talking about me, I quickly enter the room and approach Aditya. Huh. The doctor, who is called Dr. Tammy, is holding the tablet while asking the old man many things. Meanwhile, the caretaker lady inspects the man's sprained leg while waiting for Dr. Tammy's instructions to take action. You must have been traveling fast, right? Nope, I walked at my usual pace. Really? You have a habit of walking fast. You can't feel this, can you, Grandpa? Yes, I felt I was walking like I usually do earlier. Maybe it's the habit of the young to walk fast, forgetting that you're old. Oh man, sir. You take vitamins and milk regularly, right? Of course, nurse. My wife's always nagging me about those. Looks like this joint has started. Aditya and I watch silently while occasionally smiling. I don't know why, but I feel happy seeing the man's interactions with Dr. Tammy and the caretaker lady. It seems that he often comes to this nursing home as well. They seem close. Funny, huh? About what? I've been here many times. I've never seen this man before. But I've never seen this man before. Turns out, he often comes here too. Seeing Dr. Tammy and the caretaker lady getting along well with elderly man makes me happy. I look at Aditya. He's smiling by himself. I look upon his gaze. He looks at the caretaker with a happy gaze. Perhaps my instincts were right. Seems Aditya wants to introduce me to her because he likes her. Let's wait at the front. I nod. Aditya invites me to sit on the guarded bench not far from the doctor's room. I take a deep breath of fresh air from the lush trees around us. The environment feels very comfortable. That was the caretaker lady I want to introduce to you. I was right. It's just that she's busy because she was the routine checkup. I forgot her schedule. Oh, Aditya remembers her work schedule. I wanted you to talk to her about the preparations for becoming a nurse. I learned a lot from her as well. But you guys can meet up first, that's fine too. I'm happy either way. Happy? Why? I feel like I want to ask about her relationship with her. His relationship with her. Wait, what? Nope, her relationship with her. Apparently Aditya's a she. Sure, why not? But maybe that's none of my business. It's just, I got more and more conscious each time Aditya talks about her. Is it okay if I ask? I don't know why I feel so bad about this time. But I'm too curious to restrain myself. You like her, don't you? Huh? How? Now I regret asking. Never mind. Just forget I asked. It's just, is it really that obvious? What? It's true then? Okay, guess they're not endgame. Do you really like her? Just no need to repeat it. Someone might listen. Then it's true. Maybe it's because I've known and been close with Aditya for quite a while, so I knew right away. How did you know? How did you know, Mentity? Stop laughing at me. It's cute seeing this side of Aditya. It feels like happy and silly mixed into one. Aditya is surprisingly innocent when it comes to matters like this. In the room earlier, you kept looking at her. I already knew from the way you look at her, Dip. Aditya falls quiet and droops in embarrassment. I can't help but smile every time I see him like that. Turns out there's this side of Aditya, huh? She's my first love. Oh. Don't smile at me. Oh. Don't smile like that. Okay. I try to hold my smile. It seems Aditya wants to tell me something. I need to be a good listener for him. Since I was little, she often accompanied me. As you know, not many children visited here back then. Other children played with their peers or with their parents. Each time I played here alone in the garden, she was always by my side. Even though it's not her job to take care of the elderly children who come here. She has sincerely accompanied me since I was little, and I think around junior high I realized I had feelings for her. But yeah, she's way older, and I know she has a crush too. Dr. Tammy's friend. There's another doctor, a guy. Turns out it's an unrequited love. I'm not surprised, but I don't know why I feel hurt hearing that. I mean, love always hurts, doesn't it? I really want to introduce her to you so that you can talk about nursing with her. But I also want to express how I feel to her so there's closure. And I feel that if you're there, or if you support me, I think I can accept her rejection. Are you sure she's going to turn you down? I'm very sure, Mentity. I'm still in high school, and I once talked to her about her dreams. She said she dreamed about marrying a doctor who worked together with him. Actually, I also want to be a doctor. I want to be the doctor she wants, but my grades are a mess and I'm not sure I can manage it. That's why I thought I'll become a nurse instead. I can't be a doctor she dreamed of, but I can be a fellow nurse who will support her. It's only a nurse, but only a nurse? I immediately recalled my research studies on nurses. They're not only nurses. Without nurses, doctors couldn't work effectively. Seeing how she Seeing how she was taking care of that old man, I don't think nurses should be looked down upon. Let's encourage him. Aditya says he feels braver with my presence. In that case, I should cheer him up. You can do it. Do what? You can tell your feelings to her. I mean, yeah, you're not going to know the answer if you don't ask. Even though you already know the answer, I'm sure she'll understand your feelings. From your story alone, I know how sincere you are. Mentity, her voice calls out to us. Aditi and I try to act normal in a hurry. Sorry, I didn't expect today's work to be this long. There should have been another nurse to help, but she suddenly got sick, so I had to handle everything alone. You must be Mentity. I immediately stood up and received her handshake. She smiles at me. Her smile is so cute. Mentity bisexual? Confirmed? Even though her smile is her hair is a bit messy, she still looks very beautiful. Sure, why not? Somehow I understand why Aditya has a crush on her. Somehow. Mentity bi? Question mark? Confirm. Probably confirmed somewhere in the character bios if those exist, but still. Confirm. Oh, it's fine. You're right, I'm Mentity. I'm Aditya's best friend. Happy to meet you. Aditya told me a lot about you. So, what do you want to talk about? Before that, Aditya stands up and approaches her. Can I talk with you in private? What's the matter? Entity will be alone. I wanted to go to the toilet anyway, so it's okay. Where's the toilet, though? Oh, it's next to the checkup room from earlier. You still remember the area, right? Okay. If you'll excuse me. I pat Aditya on the shoulder before slowly going towards the toilet. Actually, I don't plan to go to the toilet at all. I lied. But while smiling, I left her and Aditya alone in the garden. I know you can do this, Adit. After this, you can move forward with your own dreams. While walking, I vaguely hear Aditya's voice. I actually like you. Game has been saved. And we'll never find out what happened. Maybe in the next chapter, or maybe right now. Who knows? I casually pour myself a glass of cold water from a bottle. It's pretty hot tonight. Maybe it's because I've been out all day. Soon after that, the sound of Dad's bedroom door open and his approaching footsteps are heard. What's going on? Looks like... I don't like that. Looks like Daddy's little girl is so happy that she's humming. Oh, I didn't realize I was humming. So, what do you want to talk about? I've got an hour before I need to get to work. Sorry, I've been really busy lately. It's okay. So, anything new, sweetheart? It's just my career plan. I'm about to graduate. Uh-huh. Which university do you want to go to? Which major? I smile widely and look at Dad steadily. He looks surprised to see me. But my mind is made. I'm confident in the path I want to take. I want to be a nurse. Hell yeah. Chapter 14. See you guys next week.